Hi everyone, Joella May here. Don't forget to like and subscribe down at the bottom. So today is day 3 of my upper body exercise, but I'm going to kind of do a full body stretch today because I'm getting ready to go on my trip and I need to loosen my whole body, not just work my upper arms. But remember, we're working my upper arms because we don't want this part getting all saggy and loose, right? So first we're going to do a few stretches. First thing I like to do is just lay out on my mat and just feel where my body hits the mat and just kind of enjoy it and embrace it. I like to try to keep my feet straight up when I'm just relaxing. Nice deep breath. Breathe in and out through your nose. Let your body just kind of melt into the floor. I usually like to do this about 3 times. I keep my eyes closed because it takes me deeper within myself while I relax. One more nice deep breath. And then release. Then I like to do a couple nice long stretches. I'll have my backboard over a little bit. So the first thing I'll do is I'll stretch my right arm out, extend my right leg, and then bring my left leg up and over. And then my left arm, I'll stretch out to the side. And I'm just kind of doing this for a nice little turn over here. Take a nice deep breath and release. Again. And again, I do this about 3 times with each position. And then switch. My head kind of naturally leans towards the side that my leg is turned to. Sometimes if I have a hard time bringing my knee over, I'll use my hand on the same side to kind of just put a little pressure onto my knee to help pull it over for the turn so I can get that nice curve stretch in my back. And then slowly release. And then I'll stretch up. Bring my legs up. And down my chest. Bring my legs up and back. Again, I do about 3 breaths. And then slowly bring it back up. And then stretch my toes. Flex them flat and pointed a couple of times. Yeah, I know I cracked my toe. And then I'll kind of like do the circular thing, holding my knees together, but kind of crossing my legs. And then I'll kind of just shake it out a little bit and bring my legs down. And then back up. And do that about 3 or 4 times. I know my furniture's in the way, so I can't push that leg all the way down. If I had my second yoga mat out, I would put it this way and do both directions, but I don't, and the floor is raw. So, melt her one more time, just to kind of feel that stretch. I roll back to roll forward before I get up. I don't know if you can see all of me in there. So when I sit up, I like to bring my head down to my legs as far as it'll go. You don't have to force. It's whatever you're comfortable with. But I can bring mine down to my knees where I'm comfortable. And then after that, I bring my hands together and raise to release the tension in my shoulders. And then I'll do the breathing 3 times. I feel when I hold my arms up while breathing, the stretch back here feels stronger, and the stretch in my back. I always try to keep my back straight when I do these things. And I know I'm always cracking my toes. It's my personal thing. So I like to put my feet, I don't know if you can see from this direction, but like this. So I'll put them like this, and then I'll kind of lean forward and roll a little bit. It's kind of like I'm squatting like a frog, but I'm opening up my hips and stretching this part of my thigh by doing this. And it's also giving me balance because I'm on my feet in a different position. And then I do the 3 breaths like every other time. Deep breath in and release. And I'll bring my hands up, raise my body up, and then slowly come up. And then I'm kind of like in a plie position for ballet. Bring my arms up, stretch from one side to the other side, and then bring my feet back to the front position. And I like to rotate a little bit, one side to the other side. I know my shirt's a little hard to see. Let's see if I can do this. So, I know my clothes are getting so big on me. So when you stretch, you pull to one side, and then pull to the other side. Now, as much as you like, sway your hips one way or the other so that your stretch can be a little firmer. If you want to bring your legs out a little bit more, you can do a longer stretch this way and then this way. And feel it in the back. Always like to get this stretch out a little bit. And then now we're ready to do our upper arms. So today's exercise, we're going to do the scissors because I always do that one. Because I feel like that's like the strongest overall. So first I want to get used to having the weights in my hands. So I'll bring my Feet back to center as I hold them and just kind of balance them in my hands. And then just kind of drop. Feel the weight in my hands a little bit. And then just kind of bring it up so I can feel the weight above me. And then just for the first exercise, just going to kind of hold it here for a count of 10 while breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can only do 5. It's a build-up. Remember, today's only day 3. Alright, so we're gonna do this exercise today first before we do the crisscross, so I can get a little more used to bringing my arms up. So we're gonna go up this way for 15, and then I'll turn around and do 15 so you can see my shoulders from the back side. 1, 2, 3. I know I will let out of my mouth that time. You can do it whichever way is more comfortable for you, breathing in and out of your nose or breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Sometimes when we want to force things out, it's nice to push out through our mouth, but at the same time, I don't know how to fix my energy levels. Still working on that with exercise. Okay, we're at 3, 4, 5, 6. Not sure if I like it as much with my mouth, breathing out through my mouth. We'll see. 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I'll try that mouth again. Kind of feel like I'm pushing it out more with the mouth. That was 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, now from the back side, turn about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, now for the scissors. Remember, we kind of spread our legs to hold our balance. We kind of lean forward. If you want to do a 60, 90, 80, 70, it's all up to your preference. Just keep your back straight as you lean forward. You're leaning forward so you don't hit yourself with your weights. Remember, we're going to do this scissor position, back and forth. You're going to go in front of each other, taking turns. Okay? Okay. Counting while doing this is difficult for me. So count to yourself, because I might mess up. If I mess up, I'll probably end up doing 16 or 17 count instead of 15, because breathing in between messes up my repetitions. I mean, talking in between breathing messes up my repetitions. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I'll probably still do 16 or so because it just feels like I need to. Alright, turn about so you can see how my shoulders work. In position, ready, set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think it also has to do with slowing down my momentum. I can't quite stop at 15. So those are the 3 upper body exercises for our normal routine. I'm going to kick in 1 or 2 more because I'm getting ready to go on the road. And I feel that extra urge right now. So we're just going to do 1 more. So I can feel the burn just a little bit. Alright. So we're going to do these. You can do them together. You can alternate one and the other. Or you can just do one side and then the other side. It's up to you. I'm going to do 15 in the front and then 15 in the back. Remember, I'm not a licensed exercise coach. I am just showing you my practices for me, and if they work for you, great. And you can always change them up. Let your own personal reflection be your guide. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And remember, if I talked about this before, if I kick my arm down too much, I'm just kind of pulling here. We want to keep even pressure so we feel it back here. Okay, where was I? 4, 5. So you want to do it slower. You might have to grip your weights harder to do it slower. That's okay. You're using your muscles more. 6, 7. See, I'm kind of pausing right here to really feel the burn in the back of my arms, because that's what we're trying to work out the most, is right here. Okay? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We might get interrupted because I'm getting a phone call in, and usually when it stops ringing, it hangs up my video. So remember, do your 15 in each direction. I love you guys so much. I can't even see my face because someone's trying to call me. So I'm just going to keep working till it cuts off. Where are we at? 10,